Dr. Amy Vaughn, Guide Star Counseling. I am coming today to make the video that I said that I was going to try to make today. The conversation I want to have today is around being an empath. So I see it post a lot of times on Facebook and other social media, and it's like empath, and it gives this description of this amazing person who's able to really read a room and help people with their feelings and identify components of themselves that they didn't even know that they had, right? And this skill is truly a gift, right? But it is often a gift born out of necessity. So a lot of people that I see who are, this empathic state are often people who have survived childhood or other types of trauma. And this skill is born out of having to be able to notice when other people are dysregulated, typically people who are a threat or primary caregivers, and having to learn how to regulate these individuals, controlling the very few controllables that we have the ability to control. So, if you think about like early childhood, if we have an abusive parent or some other figure that's in our lives, and we notice that they start getting dysregulated, then as our little tiny human selves, we are going to want to move towards and start controlling our controllables to see if we can mitigate this risk, to see if we can get this person regulated to prevent any future harm coming our direction. So this becomes a skill that we become very adept and very attuned at doing. This can be true later on in life as well when we find ourselves in abusive or very dysregulated environments. So in those moments, it's very effective, it's very adaptive. We are able to often reduce the number of times that we experience whatever this bad thing is that happens. Unfortunately, what happens with that for some people is that this skill then translates to general people. So I'm standing in a room full of people, and I can tell you exactly who the dysregulated person is, who is the person that's having a lot of struggle, a lot of boundary issues, just a lot of. And instead of saying, there's a lot happening over there, I say, there's a lot happening over there. I need to move toward it. I need to regulate this person. Now, most of the time, this is happening well outside of our awareness. We just notice dysregulation, we notice discord, and we have this deep desire to get it regulated. And so we move toward, right? And then when we move toward, we start applying all of the skills that we have to get this person regulated. And then we get this huge flood of dopamine from this person when they are affirming the thing that we did. They're saying, wow, I've never experienced anything like this caring, this compassion, you understand me in a way that other people don't, right? And then we feel this kind of sense of extreme connection with this person, and then this feeling of reliance. And initially that feels really good. We feel purposeful, we feel like we've really done something, but you can probably see how this becomes very dependent very quickly. And often not very reciprocal. So this person then starts to rely on us to provide them their emotional stability and their regulation instead of figuring out how to do that for themselves. So even as a therapist, it's very important for me. I notice when people get dysregulated, and I will help them regulate themselves. But my end goal is to teach them the skills to get themselves re-regulated. And then further beyond that, my idea is to teach them to identify the things that are dysregulating and get to the root cause of either insecurity or any other thing that might be happening and deal with that so we are not finding ourselves in this dysregulated state all the time. So I wanted to share that with you because if you identify with this like empathic group, to just build awareness of where that comes from and how it is a gift, but we have to be really mindful about how we use it and who we spend our time and energy on to make sure that this is a healthy balance, a healthy relationship that we're having with these people. If you notice that you find yourself in relationships and they're just not reciprocal, you just get one taker after another taker after another taker. Yes, those people are a certain type, but also you may be moving towards those type of people. as you notice their dysregulation. So again, this is just building awareness of how my experience shapes how I engage with people, shapes how I interact, shapes who I move toward, and the expectations that they have of me and I have of myself. I hope this was helpful. It was good to see you all. I know it's been a while, and hopefully I'll make more videos soon.